Good morning, CG. I'm Alec.
And I'm Gaurav.
And we have your CGTV broadcast for Friday, April 21st. The spring play Trap opened last night and continues through the weekend. Emmy Lockhart has the story.
The Center Grove Theater Department has put together a unique production called Trap, centering around a mysterious tragedy striking a misfortunate town.
So the play is about an event that happens in a theater where everyone goes unconscious, and the whole play is kind of trying to figure out what happened. So you see a lot of interviews from other characters and their interpretation of what happened and stuff like that. So it's mostly like a mystery of trying to figure out what's going on.
With rehearsal scheduled daily for the cast and twice a week for crew members, the play has bonded all members of this production through the time they contributed to bring this show to life.
There's been a lot of good people, and we've had a lot of fun times just kind of joking around, but it's also been really nice to come together and make this good play with all these fun people.
While the hard work of cast members is crucial to this production, so is the work and dedication of crew members behind the scenes.
We have a pretty simple set, so the set work wasn't too challenging, and then our lights designs our entire light show, so everything you see that is lightning flashes, spotlights, anything like that, our lights department does, and our sound controls all of the mics that are on people as well as mics on the stage and any sound cues they hear.
This past week, cast and crew members have been preparing in many ways for their performances.
It's mostly been a lot of running the show, making sure we get our blocking in. For the crew, we've actually done a lot of cleaning to try and get our scenic shop up to date, especially since we got some new rooms. So it's been building, cleaning, and running things over and over and over again.
Not only is this production unique, but it is also interactive with audience members.
So the play itself is not a typical play. There's a lot of characters that kind of go near the audience, so then they get to be closer, so we're trying to bring them in. So it's been difficult trying to keep everyone entertained, but I think it's going to turn out really well.
Participating in theater gives many members a creative outlet to express themselves with.
I've always loved the connection that comes with theater, as well as how much you get to express yourself through theater, and it really is a whole form of art that you get to express yourself through.
This creative production runs for 3 days, giving many audiences a chance to experience the mystery of Trap.
So we had an opening night yesterday, which went great, and then today we have another show at 7 o'clock, and then our final closing night is tomorrow, also at 7 o'clock. And I just gotta say, if you did see the show yesterday, don't tell the secret.
Thanks, Emmy.
Bring Change to Mind is a club geared toward mental health wellness. Logan Meyer has a story about this club's purpose.
Bring Change to Mind is a club dedicated to prioritizing mental health and mental health awareness at Center Grove. Sponsor Mrs. Gaff and junior Ashley Aldridge believe mental health should be a priority here at CG, and that Bring Change to Mind helps bring that to light.
Bring Change to Mind is a national organization that is kind of fighting against the stigma against mental health issues. So we kind of just hope to create a more open environment where people can talk about mental health and kind of gain skills to be able to deal with any stress that they kind of feel or have regarding school or anything else in life.
A lot of it is about passing on knowledge and bringing awareness to different mental health issues and also promoting good mental health.
At any given meeting, a member may learn various de-stressing techniques while also helping out the community here at CG.
So we've tried a lot of different things, so it depends on whatever meeting you come to. And a lot of times it's just some kind of relaxation technique. It could be coloring, it could be like meditation. We've done yoga. So there's kind of a variety of things just to help you kind of maybe learn if that technique works for you, if something like doing some breathing exercises, if that helps you, then you kind of know how to do it. So if you get really stressed in a test, you can use that breathing exercise, that will help you out.
We also do things for like Teacher Appreciation Week. So last year we made like little like bags with like good nice notes and some like candy and stuff to kind of show the teachers that we care.
Think
According to the World Health Organization, the COVID-19 pandemic triggered an increase in depression and anxiety by 25%. Bring Change to Mind hopes to illuminate this issue at Center Grove and help address it.
I think mental health is really important to me. I think it's important to have tools in your toolbox so that you can be able to handle whatever life throws at you. And I've noticed in our society at large and among students, it's really hard. Anxiety is high, stress is high, and there are just a lot of factors that kind of harm how we feel about life and ourselves, and I want people to be able to manage that and also thrive and succeed.
Aldridge plans to keep working to develop the club.
I would love to see the club grow in membership, as well as kind of just a more general sense of acceptance with mental health and more openness to talking about it. And I would love to see people gaining those coping skills so that they can kind of deal with the stresses of school.
Bring Change to Mind is always welcoming new members. Their next meeting is next Tuesday.
Thanks, Logan.
Senior Lucas Alt, a self-taught guitar player, spends his time learning new songs and chords. He says his love of rock music inspired him to pick up the hobby. Nolan Canfield brings you the story.
Inspired by performers and his love of rock music, Senior Lucas Alt has taken up playing the guitar.
What motivated me was, I remember I was at a church camp and there was a talent show and there was these two guys that had a performance and I thought they were kind of cool. And they played like a guitar up there and stuff, and I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. And so then I was like, hey, I should play guitar too. And that was also kind of around when I got into rock music, and I was like thinking like I should learn these songs.
Alt has been taking lessons for only a few months, but he has already learned a lot of the basic chords and progressions.
I like to learn songs and like look up on YouTube on how to play them, but I also like to write songs too, like write my own songs. And I really like the feeling whenever you finish writing your own song and then like you play the whole thing through, and it's like, man, I just made a piece of music. It's just kind of cool.
By learning the basics of guitar, Alt can branch out and start experimenting with his own sounds and create music.
I'll come up with a couple chords that I think sound cool, and then I have something called a loop pedal that I'll have, and I'll just play that progression, and then I'll just have it loop, and then I'll just like listen to it for a couple seconds, and then I'll start to hum out like notes, and then hum out notes that would like go along with that chorus, and then maybe like, and then just start writing down random words that go with that little tune.
By experiencing how musicians perform and write songs, Alt has a newfound appreciation for music.
It's been, it makes me look at a song differently whenever I learn a song and stuff. It gives a song a different identity whenever you learn how to play it.
Alt plans to pursue this hobby in the future and dreams of playing in front of an audience someday.
Thanks, Nolan.
CG Boys Lacrosse has a match tonight at Zionsville. Ben Barenko has a story about why the team considers this a critical game for their season.
The boys lacrosse team takes on Zionsville today in a pivotal matchup that should prove where CG stacks up against the rest of the competition in the state.
So the Zionsville game is going to kind of determine who locks up the number 3 seed in the state, and that's just going to go forward with tournament proceedings.
The Zionsville game is important because they're ranked below us by 1, and we need to beat them to keep our rankings.
This game is very important to us because it will determine where we are at in the state and what position we're in.
Zionsville has 3 college recruits, including D1 recruit Riker Bednar, who the team feels they will specifically prepare for.
So our defense will have to focus on Riker, one of their best players, and he's committed to Jacksonville, and that's mainly our main focus.
Yeah, so we're watching like a bunch of film, having like super hard practices, like pretty late, everyone's doing their own thing, away from practice, getting like stick work and stuff like that.
We will prepare by just watching film and making sure our defense knows how to play him and cover him well.
With a win against 4th-ranked Zionsville, the team will see where they stand for state-level competition.
We want to be a state contender for the first time, and we want to try to get to semi-state and possibly win state.
We will learn where we're at in the state and basically what place we're in and how we're doing.
Come cheer on your Trojans at Zionsville tonight at 7:30.
Thanks, Ben.
To hear more about what CG students are up to this week, check out the Trojaneer, Center Grove Student News website. This week, there is a look ahead at the academic Super Bowl season, a story about the robotics team promoting a bill in the Indiana House of Representatives, and more. Read all of these stories at trojaneer.com. That's all we have for you today, CG. Bye.
Bye.